Hello, everyone. Today we have with us the Kashmiri File Director Vivek Agnihotri. So, sir, the Kashmir File Unreported is releasing on 11th August. So, I want to ask you, you must have gone through a long research for it, and the first time you heard the plight of the victims, of their families, must be very heart wrenching for you. Can you tell me about your experience?
See, first of all, nobody in India had done this kind of research before. So there was no template, no norm how to go about it. So we had to start from scratch. But now a lot of people can do it. We have a template ready. So and it took us. We started in 2018, and now 2005 years now. Then all these Kashmiri Pandits were spread all over the world. So to find them, locate them, create a network, we decided to go and meet them wherever they lived in America or India or Jammu or in a village or wherever. So we tried to find them. It was challenging that way, and it was challenging financially. We didn't have money. We didn't know how to go on and on. Every day was a new challenge. We were sourcing water every single day from the digging new wells. Then, as things progressed, they became easier. But when we were shooting the film, and that's the time when a lot of threats started coming our way and fatwas were being issued. So that's where it was challenging. And after the release, we have seen the kind of boycotts and isolation and cancelling of Vivek Agnihotri. They tried to cancel me, but then I'm not the kind they can cancel because I'm not on anybody's payroll. So I enjoy that freedom. So these were the challenges.
Whether death threats became kind of worrisome for you guys?
I don't think much about it, but yes, my life has become difficult because once you have this Y plus kind of a security of CRPF, then you are imprisoned because then five, six people are monitoring you, and one person is always as a shadow with you. So I have not been able to go out with my children because I can't. In the car, there is one person sitting always over there. Then also you can't be as free as you are ever. Then I don't like it. I'm a very free soul by nature. I don't like going to your house and somebody is with me like that. That I don't want that. And in India, what happened? The minute you have security, people think you have got some status, and I don't want to be imprisoned in that image. So it's taken away my freedom, but I also understand that if central agencies, intelligence agencies think it should be there, then it should be there, at least for the comfort of my wife, my children, and my family.
Right. So, as you said, there were boycott calls, cancelling of Vivek Agnihotri. A lot of backlash happened back then. Even eminent personalities came up and called it a propaganda film. Do you think same kind of controversy will take place again?
I don't know. It will happen. Like I'm making this film, The Vaccine War. When I announced it, we are working for last 2 years on this. When I announced it, at that time, since that time, people have started attacking the film without knowing even one word what going to talk about in that film. And the same thing is going to hear, like a lot of journalists. And recently, the chief minister of West Bengal, Mamta Banerjee, called Kashmir Files a propaganda. I said, this is something I'm not going to accept. Because who are you? I mean, you are the chief minister of India. You are under the oath of the constitution of this country. Are you a genocide denier? Are you saying that citizens of your country did not go through genocide? They were not the victims of genocide. Are you saying that the terrorism did not exist in Kashmir? As a chief minister, how can you lie? And she needs to be challenged, and perhaps I am the first person to challenge and sue a sitting chief minister, but I have done it. I know exactly the kind of challenges I'm going to face because of this. There will be no entry for me in Calcutta and West Bengal. She'll ensure that the goons of TMC don't leave me. Last time I went there, they cancelled my program. They did not let me enter a mall. Okay, I know this is what TMC chief, Madam Mamta Banerjee, is going to do, but I felt as a citizen it's important that I sue her, challenge her, and expose her that no government authority should be able to call this a propaganda, because it's not. And Kashmir Unreported is going to disturb them, but this time I don't have much responsibility on my shoulders because now the victims are going to be talking. And that's why I want to make it very, very clear that Kashmir Unreported is only about Kashmiri Pandits genocide, Kashmiri Hindu genocide. It talks only about their stories in their own voices, in its most raw and honest form.
What will you do if the same kind of statements are made again?
If it is made by a government authority, I'm going to sue that person. If it is going to made by Arfa Sherwani kind of paid agents of some enemies of India, I'm not going to give much importance to it.
Right. So
Then I'll handle them at Twitter level.
Right. So Kashmiri Files was a hard-hitting story to tell and even to watch. Now, since it is releasing on OTT, will have you gone like brutally honest with the story? Is it more hard-hitting this time?
Oh, yeah, it's more than brutally honest. It calls a spade a spade. Everything, I mean, we have not hidden. I mean, you'll get to know about Sheikh Abdullah, Nehru, Rajiv Gandhi, Farooq Abdullah. What were their roles? I mean, we call a name. This is not that some politician did it. No, this is not behind the beating about the bush. This is as honest, as brutally honest as it can be. And I mean, if it's not brutally honest, then why should I make it? Vivek Agnihotri and Pallavi Joshi mean brutally honest.
Right. So you're releasing your film on OTT, which does not require much of censorship. So do you think that OTT should also have some censorship, like we are seeing what is happening with the movie releasing in theater? CBFC is reviewing it, cutting it. There is protest, especially after Adipurush controversy, and now OMG2 is going through the same thing.
See, I am as a citizen, as a person, and as a filmmaker, I'm absolutely against censorship. Okay, I think there should not be any censorship. There should not be any boycott. There should not be any ban or anything. Let people say and express themselves in whichever way they want. What's the worst thing they can do? What's the worst thing they can show you? What is the worst thing they can show which is not happening around you in the society? If you're not being able to censor what is happening around you in the society, what are you censoring? Poor an artist's voice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what the hell? Look at the kind of vulgarity around you. Look at the kind of violence around you. Isn't that an expression? When a young boy takes a stone and kills a young girl, isn't that an expression? When two girls are walked naked, paraded naked by hundreds of people, what's the worst thing you can see? And all these reels, I think the first thing is these stupid reels should be banned and censored. I'm saying it in on a lighter note. But what I'm saying is that human stupidity and human violence is so visible around you, you can't censor it. Then what are you trying to censor? I mean, people who want to censor anything actually need to rethink about it. I don't agree with it.
So you are saying there should be no censorship even when the movies like Adipurush comes out?
Why? Why should there be a censorship?
I mean, the audience or some of the people expect to see their gods in a certain way, wear a certain kinds of clothes,
The
wear
audience
a
also has a
certain
right to
kinds
express.
of
See, audience also has a right to express themselves. No?
right.
They can destroy the movie. They can also boycott those people forever. They can do whatever they want. But who's government to decide what is right and wrong for the country?
So do you think
I am
it's
part of CBFC. When I became part of CBFC, with the only intention so that we take CBFC slowly to a place where there is no censorship anymore. And we ensured that as long as I was active in CBFC, we ensured that CBFC only gives certificate, does not dictate. And during that tenure, if you see, you will not find any film where we said, cut this, don't cut this, do that. We just gave certificates. I have cleared so many movies without any cuts for the simple reason because what I see is what is the intent of the maker.
Mhm.
If the intent of the maker is correct, then it should be allowed. Why should there be any kind of censorship? Society will never mature if we keep censoring things. And there is no censorship on media. Look at what's happening on media all the times. There is no censorship on political speeches. There is no censorship in this country on anything. Why poor filmmakers have to suffer because of that? What kind of hypocrisy is this?
So when we say that, is it okay for people, for the actors to portray gods on screen? Because what we nowadays see is that, the religious sentiments are hurt. So previously also we had content coming out like that, but we never ever heard that, okay, oh, your religious sentiments are hurt because of this line or this scene. But now it has become a thing.
It's become a thing because also media plays a very big role in it. Okay, media tells you should get hurt because of this. Media is prompting you, it's dictating you. It's the media which is telling you should get hurt by this film and not get hurt by that film. Media is creating controversies around films just to get TRPs. And that's why nobody cares. I mean, if media doesn't raise controversy, nobody would care. I don't think anybody goes into theater thinking, oh, I am going to religiously hurt, because nobody is so religious. People are, I mean, if somebody is saying, I'm so religious, you are bullshitting. Show your religion in your action. ऐसा मस्जिद में 5 बार नमाज पढ़ने से या घंटी हिलाने से या भजन कीर्तन करने से या चर्च जाने को संडे से कोई रिलीजियस नहीं हो जाता है. कोई रिलीजियस नहीं हो जाता है इस तरह से. राइट, रिलीजन होता है यू शो इट इन योर एक्शन. धर्म आपके काम में दिखना चाहिए, आपके जीवन में. व्हाट यू डू, हाउ यू बिहेव, व्हाट यू डू, दैट शुड बी फुल ऑफ रिलीजन. देयर इज नो रिलीजन देयर. पर मेरी रिलीजन भावना आहत हो गई. दिस इज ऑल पॉलिटिकल and media generated controversies. Do you think, tell me honestly, do you think anybody going to theater is actually going to believe that Prabhas is Ram?
No.
When you know he is not Ram, then how can you get hurt? You know? So I find it very childish, and basically I keep quiet in this matter.
Okay. So recently Kangna Ranaut also came up and said that there are paid reviews, right? And there are movies that are consciously given bad reviews for them to sabotage them. Have you ever faced any kind of such situation?
Oh, all the times. I mean, my critics refuse to review my film because we don't give a penny. Even this film which is coming, there's not even one paisa I'm going to give anyone. I don't do that kind of marketing. I don't spend money on marketing. I don't buy influencers and reviews. Every single review is bought today. I mean, everything which you see is all ruled by money. Tell me something. Same people who were running boycott Karan Johar campaign, correct, have been praising his film.
Yes, Rocky.
Have been giving him birthday wishes.
Yes.
You have seen that? What is it? Why have you seen critics? When the film is coming, they criticize it, they abuse it and all that. And suddenly, one day before the release of the film, they start praising it so much. Why? Why? Because of money. Everybody has a price. I mean, I don't have to ask any social media company, they'll tell you. You know it very well. Why are you asking me? You know it so well.
So, talking about Rocky and Rani, people are talking a lot about the kiss, Shabana Azmi and
I haven't seen the
Dharmendra.
film. I have no commentary on that.
Okay. So, you have come out with the Kashmir File, now the Kashmir Unreported. Then we have the vaccine war. What's next for Vivek Agnihotri?
After that, I'm making the Delhi Files.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of people, wherever I go these days, I don't know why everybody thinks that I'm going to make Mahabharat. So I'm also very seriously considering why not.
Are you planning to make Mahabharat?
Why not? I've spent all my life reading, researching, understanding, analyzing, incorporating in my own life Mahabharat. In my speeches, without quoting it, I say whatever I say is coming from the Mahabharat. Then why not? If it is part of my life so much. But then I won't make it like mythology. If I have to make it, I'm going to make it like history.
In a documentary?
No.
How you come?
Like historical.
Historical. Do you think, when we have Ramayana and Mahabharata coming up with different directors, so how different do you think your Mahabharata will be?
They can never make what I'm going to make, because they are going to make something for the box office and I'm going to make it for the people. And second thing is, they would make it to glorify Arjun and Bhim and this and that. I'm not going to do that. For me, it's what is dharma versus adharma. My film, if somebody has to see my Mahabharat version, hypothetically speaking, if I ever make it, then they should go out of the theater knowing what dharma and adharma is and how you can use it in your life. When they will come out of their film, they'll say, wow, what sets, great action, great fights, and all those kind of things. They'll talk. Great VFX. Oh, Arjun looks so good. You know, Ranbir Kapoor looks such a great Arjun. I'm not saying that he's playing it, but that's what they are going to talk about their film. My film, when they come out, I want people to actually discuss dharma. Go and research on dharma.
Okay, my last question. Nowadays, people on the social media are going all pink. At the same time,
Pink.
are going pink with the Barbie fever. You have seen
Oh,
the
acha,
pink.
that pink, okay.
They're all going pink because of the Barbie fever.
Oh, I
They
thought
have-
because of LGBTQ thing.
nahi, going pink because of the Barbie fever. At the same time, the Kashmir File Unreported, which is a hard reality. So, what do you have to say about that?
I think after this, people should go black for one day at least, showing zero tolerance to terrorists and all these religious fanatic people who go on killing people. I think it's time that we look at the dark side of life and learn from it so that we understand the value of sunshine.
And how do you think your film will have an impact on the people? Kashmir File did have
Kashmir
an impact.
Unreported will have huge impact on people because it will wake them up. It will really make them woke, and they will say, no, this should not happen. You'll understand why Kashmir is so important to us and why Kashmir is so important to the enemies also, and why it is their responsibility to ensure that we remain an integral civilization for another 10,000, 20,000 years.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
sir, for your
Thank you
time.
very much.